Hello, my most fabulous first graders. Okay, so today we are finishing up our mask. Today is our last day on the mask. If you did not put hair in all of the holes on your mask, I will have some of these things. They are the shorter kind, but I will have those so that you can finish your hair. For the rest of you, we are moving on to extras, meaning extra things that you want to put on your mask. Now, I want to say, if you have hair in every single hole or a bow or whatever you put in every single hole, and you don't want to add extras, you do not have to. Okay, this is just an optional thing. This is like a fun day where you can add stuff on only if you want. If you love your mask just the way it is, with all the holes filled, with the eyes cut out, then you can be done if that's what you want. However, I do have a whole bunch of cool stuff, and maybe I'll show you the video right now of all the cool stuff I have. Hello, my fabulous first graders. So I wanted to give you an overview of things that you can put on your mask if you want to put that on your mask. So I'm going to go over some things that are behind me right here that I'm going to have available for you. So first I want to look in this box right here. In this box you can see that there are pom-poms, there are feathers, and there are pieces of cloth right here. So those are some things that you can use on your mask if you want to. Over here, there's lots of these different, in fact, let me move this out. There's lots of these different things that I'm going to be placing around the room. Maybe I'm gonna have them on my cart. I haven't decided yet. But these are lots of different things that you can use. Some of them are beads, some of them are color pieces of paper, some of them are buttons, like cool retro buttons. Some of them are African beads, and some of them are sequins over here. Most of the containers have sequins in them, but they're kind of, you might have to dig for them at the bottom. Some of them are these gems. Now, you can use these gems. They don't, a lot of times they come off of your mask. So I just wanted to warn you that if you get yours back and your gem that you glued on is not there, then it could be that it just fell off. In this box are sequins too, so I won't open that up, but in most of the containers at the bottom, you will be able to find sequins anyway. So I wanted to go over those things so that you know what is available to you to use on your mask. This is your extra day. Okay. Okay, hopefully you saw something that inspired you. So I'm back, and I took one of those containers so that I can look through it and see what I want to use. Now the beads, these ones are African beads. So I'm going to take out some of these and use them on my mask, since it's an African mood mask. So I really like these silvery ones, or they're made to look like they are some kind of metal. I really like those too. So I'm going to see if I can use those. Some of them I might not be able to, some of them I might. So I'm going to put those to the side, and I have these beads. I'm going to put these to the side too. So I'm looking for the hole. Now, can I put this up to the camera? Okay, so that hole is right there. It's kind of small, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to use this. We'll see. So I have this part of my mask. I'm going to try to put that through the hole, and it works. Now I can't just have it hanging like this, because it'll just come right off. So what do I do? I can bend the side of this so that it's just against the bead, and then that won't come off unless somebody pulls on it really super duper hard. Ooh, that kind of looks like a face. Do you see that? Like a happy face. Very good, because my mask is happy. Okay, so now I'm moving on to something else. I'm going to try this metal looking bead, and in fact you can put more than one, so let me undo that. And I'm going to put this one on here too. Do you see how this hole is a lot bigger. So I could even put this one on the fuzzy ones. So maybe I'll do that. I'll put that on the fuzzy one. I'll put this one on the fuzzy one. Maybe I'll put one of these on the one I already had. So if I put that all the way on there, I have to go ahead and bend the end, and nothing else is going to fit on there. That's just there. Okay. Now I have that one with the fuzzy ones. Now this one, if you see, I don't know if you could see, the hole is tiny. So I'm going to try to fit it on this one. Now the chenille stems are wired. Ooh! It fits on. Very cool. The chenille stems are wires underneath, and the does just compress itself when you put it on. So some of these will work and go on. Some of them, I'm afraid, will not. So you have to test out and see what works, what doesn't work. So I'm going to put this on. Very cool. Now, I have a mask that looks like this. Maybe I want a gem. Now, I did explain that the gems sometimes don't stay on. So I'm going to take my glue. Everybody's going to have a little container of glue like this. I'm going to put my finger in it. I'm going to put it on the back of the gem. Not too much. It's not like dripping or anything like that. And then I'll put it wherever I think the gem should go. I think the gem should go right there. I'm going to press on it, and I'm going to hold it there and count silently to 10. Okay, I counted silently to 10. I used my Mississippis, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. So that is hopefully going to stay there. However, if I went back and nudged that, that would come right off. It's not dry or anything after 10 seconds. It would come right off, so be very careful with it. I would put the gems on last so they have a greater chance of drying and not being knocked by anything. So here I have some of these pieces of paper. I could take just the glue that's already on my finger. Ooh, it's yellow on one side. I like the yellow because it matches my mask better. So I'm going to put a little tiny bit of glue on there, and then where am I going to put it? Maybe right in the middle of this oval. Okay, I'm going to put whatever's left on my finger right there. I'm going to put it right in the middle of this oval so it's got symmetry. So it's the same on both sides. Okay, so now what else do I want to do? What else do I want to do? I'm going to look around. If I dig pretty hard, I might be able to find some sequins. Let me see. Oh, yep, I do. Oh, I got a big blue one right there. I like that. Okay, so this is a big blue teddy bear sequin. You can see that. I'm just going to use whatever is left on my finger from that other one. The sequins don't need a lot of glue, and I'm going to put it right on the middle of my nose. Boop. Okay, so you could put a ton of stuff. You could put stuff on every single wire of hair that you have. You could put on 3 things and be done. Whenever you are done, you're going to hand it in. I'm going to put it on the drying rack for you. I think that would work out best. We'll see. If you want to use something like this, a big, huge button, I would take more than your normal amount of glue. Like this is almost drippy. And I would put it right over the holes, maybe even take another one, put it right over the holes, and then put the rest around, and then put it wherever you want to put it. Let's say I want to put it on the cheek right here. Then you press it in. Do you see how it comes up through the holes? You might not be able to see that. Hold on. Let me move this a little. Do you see how that comes up through the holes? The glue is coming up through the holes. So when it dries, it's going to fasten that on there a little bit better than that, a little bit better than the jewel. Okay, so that works out a little bit better. It's still really big, so it might actually fall off, because the bigger the thing is, the more likely they are to fall off. Like this big, huge button, this would probably fall off in the end. So be careful, be inspired by the different things that you can use. I have some fabric in there. I don't know how you would use that, but I put it in there just in case you want to. I have a couple of weird things that were donated, like this. This I think was like a Christmas ball for a tiny little tree, but a parent donated it to the art department because she had some extras. So now we can use materials like that on our masks. So I'm going to put this through here. Let's see if I can open this up. I don't know if this is going to work. Oh, it barely does. So that can hang out right there. And I don't even need any glue. I could just put it on there. If you need an extra hole, because you want to do something like that, let me know. I have a hole punch. I will be able to do that for you. Okay, I hope this is inspiring. Also, there are feathers. So you could glue feathers anywhere you want to glue feathers. You could put feathers through one of the holes. You can attach the feathers with the wires. There's lots of different ways you can put feathers on, but I really want to leave something to your imagination so that you can problem solve and figure out how you're going to attach the things you want to attach. I hope you have fun. I hope you are inspired by all these different materials that are going to be out, and I'll see you. I'll see your beautiful mask. Today is the last day for the masks. So once you are done, hand it in. I will be putting it on the drying rack so that it has the best chance to dry without any other mask touching it and rubbing the things off that you put on it. Okay, bye guys.